Well, you know, when I was a kid, we didn't have any electronic stuff. We wouldn't play. We played baseball. We rode our bicycles, and when it was raining, well, we went down to the shop and made stuff. What's a good thing to make when you don't have nothing to do? Well, I make a rubber band gun. That way, you know, you can go around shooting your friends. You can play war. You can have all kinds of fun. I wouldn't shoot the cat. Your mother might get mad at you. I'm going to show you how to make one of these. The materials for our project will include these clips, which you can get at an office supply store or Walmart. I got these at Walmart. Need about 2 of those. Rubber bands. You can't make a rubber band gun without rubber bands. And a piece of 1x1 square dowel. This is poplar. You can get that at Home Depot. It's not very expensive. You got to make sure that it's small enough that a child's hand can go around, but strong enough so that it won't break. I think a 1-inch square dowel ought to work. Our tools will include simple miter saw and some sandpaper, maybe a knife, and a couple of screws, and epoxy, 5-minute epoxy. Okay, the first step in our project is going to be to cut a piece of square dowel, and that will be the barrel. And the way you determine that length is you'll just get a rubber band and stretch it, and whatever comes out that distance, that'll be the length that you cut it. Then we'll cut another piece of square dowel at a 45-degree here and attach that onto the barrel. That'll be the handle to the gun. On the top here we'll put a clip, and that'll hold the top rubber band, which will stretch to the front of the barrel. And then over here we'll put another clip with the rubber band that stretches to the barrel. I guess this would be more like a Derringer than what it would be a pistol. And we'll attach those with the epoxy, and we'll put the clips onto the wood with screws. What I did here was I put a rubber band onto a clip, and I'm going to stretch it. Now that's about the length I'm going to make my barrel. See? So then I take that, measure that, and I'll cut my barrel right here. Now we'll cut the handle. So the first step will be to cut a 45. And that, we'll attach that on about that way. And we need to come up with the length. And I'm going to guess that, that there ought to work for a little kid. Let's cut it. Give the pieces a nice sanding before you assemble them. Let's mix a little bit of epoxy on a scrap piece of wood. As you know, epoxy comes in 2 parts: the rosin and the hardener. Okay, Now we're going to join end grain here to the long grain. If you use a wood glue, sometimes that doesn't work. So we may have to use what is called a mechanical fastener. And what the mechanical fastener is a fancy term for a screw. Okay. We've attached that onto the barrel. Make sure it's straight. You got a little bit of time to work with it. Then we'll let that sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. Come back and do some more work on it. Okay, I have the barrel in the vise, and we're going to put a couple of lines, about 1/8 of an inch from the top and the bottom of the barrel. And we're going to make a couple of grooves using a square file, the edge of the square file, and this will be the groove where the rubber band goes. That ought to be enough. Okay, let's mount the first trigger, or the first clamp, and you can kind of eyeball that. Just try to get it as close to the center as possible. And these here are just simple screws, wood screws with a wide head on it. There's the first one. Okay, let's do the one up top. And that's basically the same procedure. Just find a place where you think it'll work the best. There's the top trigger. Okay, the way you would load it is place the rubber band in the clip, then stretch it to the grooves in the barrel. See? And do the same for the bottom. She's ready for a test. You better get up, Rico. You haven't got a chance. Yeah, you won't be allowed to come and get me. You better be a nice boy, Rico, and come out. Yeah, you heard me. You want me, you'll have to come and get me. I'll be with you in a minute. Give me that chopper. This is your last chance, Rico. Are you coming out, or do you want to be carried out?
Well, Rico, it looks like you and I are going to take that ride together. No, he ain't. I told you little buzzers like you won't put cuffs on me.
You should have come out when I told you to, Rico. Yeah, Mother of Mercy. Is this the end of Rico? Folks, I'd be proud to play with this rubber band gun. Hey, hey everybody, thanks for coming over. You know, I was only kidding about shooting the cat. Well, I just want to tell you, kids, you be careful when you're playing with this thing. You know, don't shoot your brother or your sister in the eye or something like that. You know, they probably start crying, and then you'll get spanked, and you know, then you'll blame Grandpa and all that. And Grandpa's a pretty nice guy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later.